Good morning. We're back live streaming here from Harrison, I think. I don't know. We'll check where we are. I don't really know where I am. So we are in Missouri? Arkansas. I think we're Arkansas. Yeah, Arkansas. Alright, so let's choose a destination. What is it showing? Oh, do I have a trailer with me? Maybe I do, and I don't even know. Oh, yes I do. Alright, so we're going to somewhere. I don't know where, but we're going. Well, welcome to the live stream. I think I got the names wrong on the red app with the play button. It's inverted. Those darn keys. All right. Get going. Let's play American Truck Simulator. So welcome to the live stream if you're joining right now. Today I can read the purple app, so if you're wondering, yesterday I was not reading the chat because I did not know it wasn't showing. I have this tool that can pretty much show me all the chats in one, but I didn't realize it was disconnected. I mean, it still is. I'm having to go through the purple app itself. Hey Panos, good morning or good afternoon. Cars everywhere here, so I can't just turn. Alright, I think we're gonna be able to go now. How are you doing today? So we're headed to, I don't even know. We're headed to Engoda? Emporia. Alright. I am doing well. It's always a struggle to start the live stream. There's always something wrong. It's incredible. There's not a single day that I just sit here, click, stream, and it just goes. Thank you for the follow. I'm not gonna even dare to say your name. Headed to deliver. I have a trailer here with me. I'm going to turn left here. Everybody's quiet, starting to join. I can read the purple chat, so if you have anything to say, I'll answer, I promise. Hey Maurice, thank you for the follow. Always appreciate when you guys follow. It's interesting because I have a notification here of 2 people following, and on the black app it just says 1. There's a delay, I think. Pretty considerable. Oh, green light. So we're headed, let me check because I don't even know. Like I started today and I had a trailer already. So we're going to Kansas. Yeah, this is Missouri, so this is Kansas. No. Where's Emporia? Gotta check now. Emporia, Kansas. So yeah, it's Kansas. We're going to Kansas. We're going to Kansas. It's right at the state line there. Hey, Mr. Smeagol Gaming. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, so we're headed to Kansas. We're coming from Harrison. Thank you, Elias. Thank you. I wish this chat would tell me if you're watching on vertical or horizontal. Oh yeah, it's becoming huge, and I think tomorrow, there will be a new DLC coming with the Iowa state. There's a lot of additions. They did add Missouri about a month ago, I think, 2 months ago. Been a little while, and now they're adding Iowa, so it's gonna get even bigger. I'm hoping they get, to the East Coast soon, because I'd love to drive from Florida. I'm flooring, Malk. Don't worry. So I'm loaded. Heavy. So yeah, I think they should add the East Coast soon, because I'd love to drive from Florida. I'm in Central Florida right now, physically, and that'd be fun. I hope they capture the Florida essence with the Florida drivers all around, changing lanes like nobody's business. Yes, was it hard and expensive to build a setup like that, and did you use an Arduino to sync the RPM and all of that stuff? Very good question, and yes. Well, let's go for each answer. Expensive. It's relative, so let me explain. Expensive in the sense that the part that makes this setup special is the car, right? This is not expensive. The car is about $300 if you go to a junkyard and pull your parts. Then you'll need another $400 for hardware. Like, Arduinos are pretty cheap, and yes, I'm using Arduinos. I'll explain in a second. So, like, you can get like 5 Arduinos for 25 bucks off of Amazon. Then LCD screen off of AliExpress. It's pretty cheap. So hardware is cheap. Wood, metal, carpet, that kind of stuff. So about $700 will get you started with a car and everything you need. Now for the rest of the stuff, so you need a PC, you need a monitor, you need like a wheelbase, you need all of that. Some people already have it, some people have to buy it. So that's where it can get expensive. Because those are the parts that can vary from, like, you can get a cheap Moza for 500 bucks, or you can get a Simicube for $2,000. So it's your choice. Then you can get a TV. I have 3 TVs here with me. 3 4K TVs. You do the math. That becomes expensive. Second, was it hard? No. I have a tutorial exactly where you are on the Red app with the play button, and you can watch it. It's 45-minute long, and I go step by step on how to build the hardware. I'm currently slowly but surely working on the tutorial for all the electronics, and I plan to release it anytime this year. I don't know when yet. I don't want to put pressure onto myself, so I will release it soon. Soon is unmarked yet. Now, for the RPMs, the gauges and everything, there's an Arduino Uno here with a CAN bus shield. So this is talking CAN bus. Now here, I am not talking CAN bus. This is talking just Arduino, like a regular button box. Yes, the radio does work with any game because it just captures the input from the computer and outputs it here. As I noticed that I'm a little bit dark, so I'm gonna stop the truck here so I can add the lights. I forgot to put the lights. And yeah. A second. All right. Hey, Aaron. Hello, Aaron. Put the microphone back. I think I found a way to keep it mostly upright. I'm using a bungee. That worked. All right, let's get going. Yes, sir. A VNL. VNL 2014. So technically I'm driving a Volvo with a Volvo. Right here, and then we're gonna go left. Yeah, so yeah, the radio does work, Ananas. Basically, it's very simple actually to get the radio to work. And it does still have the 6 CD changer inside the radio here, so I can get them working. Hey man, it's no bother. Yes, it's also on my channel. You can check it out, step by step. That one is ready. And I also have a tutorial on how to get the Apple CarPlay. Hey Friday, the game is called American Truck Simulator. Does it? I don't remember the interior of the new VNLs. I'm using the older one because I have that navigation screen, which is exactly the same as this navigation here. It's the same. I would have it popping up because it does pop up just like this one. This one pops up and down. But the thing is, I don't see the dashboard down there, so I wouldn't be able to see it. My camera's kind of hitting here. Ooh, don't hit anything. With the force feedback and the vibration of my steering wheel it's shaking this camera, it's making a noise, and that's annoying me. Nice. Is that ATS? Yes, it is. It is, baby. ATS as I'm swinging all over here, trying to read the chat and look and drive at the same time. I'm gonna pay attention. Ish. Thank you, Big Mac, for the follow. Thank you, Good Life, for the follow. How did I set it up? I do have a tutorial. Thank you, my name is Jeff. Thank you. You're back. And you're one of the only ones that actually send me anything. I think it's funny. I watch people just live streaming and they get so many diamonds and stuff. Like, I never get anything. That's alright. I'm just sharing my live stream. Thank you for the follow, Dot. It's on the red app with the play button. I can't say the name, but I'm pretty sure you'll figure it out. Where everybody has videos. And it's also called Flight Brick S60R. Just to keep things simple. Hello, it's JJ287. I don't know if it's morning, afternoon, or night, so good morning, good evening, depending on where you are. People are so quiet on the Purple app today. It's afternoon, so good afternoon. I'm doing pretty well. How about yourself? Thank you, NTKLO, for the follow. South Africa, nice. I usually have a bunch of people from South Africa. My live streams aren't popular there for some reason. Just nice. They're also popular in the UK. The other day I had like 2 people from the UK, and funny enough, none of them were complaining that the simulator is on the left side. We're headed to Kansas, to a city called Emporia, which is not too far from where we are right now. It's about 12 minutes away. In real life. In game hours, it's like 3 hours. Hey, Aaron. Yes, I did. The chat is working, so if somebody writes me on the purple app, I should be able to see it. I didn't fix it, I just had to open another window. Because you see, I use this app called Center Labs. It kind of combines all the chats in just one little screen. It's just easier to me, for me to read all the chats. But because I just became an affiliate on the purple app, it logged me out, and then I had to log back in. But for whatever reason, that app is not letting me log in. Thank you for the follow, Shane. Thank you for the follow, different user. Oh yeah, we got construction here. And I turned off that thing. You know, I don't know if you guys ever played American Truck Simulator, but on American Truck Simulator, they do have detour sometimes. But it's so annoying. Like, they always put the detour right at your exit and when you're arriving at your destination. And you're like 20 minutes in-game away from your destination, and it suddenly becomes like 4 hours. Yes, the hazard button does work. Must use a texture pack. I don't. You're saying in that I should use one, or that I am using a texture pack? I don't have any texture packs here. I do have a mod that adds a few things for the truck, for the VNL. So I have like those dangling things, has a, you know, the scratches on my windshield. Maybe it's the camera, because a lot of people, when they are sharing their gameplay, they're capturing the screen, like the actual game, right? The game capture. And when you do that, you get every little detail. But since I'm I'm live streaming using a phone that's plugged into a computer, it makes it look more realistic, I think. Go back to the right lane here. Oh, we got that. That was quick today. Yesterday it took 2 hours for somebody to say to buy a real car. In this case, a truck. No. Why would I buy a real truck? It's called American Truck Simulator, Martin. That took a while today. Not as much as yesterday, so we're 22 minutes in. Usually about 5 minutes in, I get somebody saying, you should buy a car. No, it's the other guy was telling me to buy a truck. Thank you for the follow, Jakari. Wow, 6,400 hours? That's a lot. I think I have to turn that way. I have about 1,000 hours in ATS. It is. It's ATS. Go outside here so you can see. There we go. Ooh. If I don't turn the steering wheel, it won't turn, right? Nothing is working? Dude, that's a temperamental game. How are you doing, Trumbos? As per usual, I had trouble starting my live stream today. I had to quickly find a way to wire my buttons, my iPhone to the computer, because I usually do it over Wi-Fi, and today that was not helping. Does the wipers work? Yes. I can go super fast, I can go just normal, and I can go like intermittent, and then I can just do off or wipe. Thank you, Alec. Really? But you installed it yesterday. Did you put like mods or something? or beef the fox or follow? You thought it was real? Well, I don't blame you. For a second, you know, I can understand people thinking it's real, but then you open up and you actually realize I'm driving a truck, and this looks like a car. It's a Volvo. Traffic, travel, the light. This is a Volvo S60R 2005. Thank you, Payne Sin. Probably butchered your username, but I'm sorry. Oh, did you? How'd you like it, Aaron? I downloaded from the Red app with the play button, actually. And then I changed the format. I think I had to change the format. And then it just uploads there. Yes, Joel Pope. It is a Volvo. Thank you, TJ Law, for the follow. Thank you, everyone who's following. I appreciate that. Yes, I am. That's why I keep reading messages out loud. I am on the black app, I am on the purple app, and I am here also on the red app. I just can't say the name of the places. Otherwise, everybody gets kind of twitchy and, oh no, we're gonna limit this guy. Thank you, traffic. Am I actually driving? Yeah, actually driving in-game. Microphone here. Thank you, Lindo Kule? Lindo Kule? Thank you, man. I hate when people do that. Like, I'm having to go over the speed limit to pass this guy. He was low. Pull to the left to start passing, and he accelerates. I'm doing 80 now. 81. Dude, get a grip. Thank you for the follow. We're almost at our first destination. We're arriving here in Kansas. Thank you, Smith, for the follow. Thank you, IK. I'm biased, but I do agree with you. I think the Volvo S60R, the P2 platform in general, has a very nice interior. I think it aged pretty well. Like, I don't know about you guys, but when I look like a early 2000s, like mid 2000s, Mercedes, for instance, I think they aged very poorly. I don't like the buttons, the way they kind of overdid everything. I think BMWs aged very well. Audis, they didn't age because they still do the same things. Volvo aged pretty well, like the way that the buttons were, like the trim, I think it looks pretty nice. The way it's kind of tilted towards the driver. I like the gauges, the blue gauges. They were very nice. Yeah, the E60. I have a soft spot for that car. I think it's pretty cool. I don't know if I would own one, but I do like the E60. There's that video back in the early 2000s. BMW was like promoting with some videos, and they made a video with Madonna and Clive Owen. I don't know if you guys seen it. I think it's called Star, and you can find it on the red app with the play button. But that was a super cool video, and they used an E60 M5 manual transmission. What do you mean speeding violation? I was doing 50 on a 65. That's BS. You got ATS the other day. Kensworth, nice. Yeah, the VNL. You can get the navigation screen on the VNL. That's, to me, that's the best part. Yeah, I have little gas. I have to put some fuel. But I think we can deliver this cargo. The game is called American Truck Simulator, Gerhard. Gerard. Thank you for the follow, by the way. So we're gonna turn left here, and then we're arriving. We're almost there. Turning lane here. Engine brake. Thank you, coffee, boss. Oh no, man, don't do that. Yeah, I don't take any jobs to California. California, the speed limit is like 55 bucks. 55 miles. Not bucks. Miles. Is this a game? Yes, it is a game. American Truck Simulator. We're gonna turn. Is this here or there? Oh, the next one. What game? It's American Truck Simulator. ATS for the close friends. Well, thank you, sir. That's very kind of you. I like those cars. I like those old 80s square cars. I don't know why. You do have one? Yeah, I've heard that BMWs, they have a lot of maintenance, but I have a friend that really loves them. Okay, so we're gonna have to park right here on to the right there. I think what we have to do is just go that way and then back up. So let me show you outside and you guys see where. So it's right there, straight that way. I have to take care of that bin and that truck over there. Can you game on iOS? I don't think so, my friend. I think they have truck games on iOS, but I don't think it's gonna work. Do a burnout. I'd love to, Tony, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to. The truck, so just doesn't hit the same way, you know. I can turn off the traction control. That won't help much. Hey, go now. Funny because I think I did. They must have repeated like the car. Yes, the fuel gauge also does work in the game. I gotta open up a little more here. There we go. Need to get clear of that truck over there. It's not a real truck. I showed you, man. You know it's a game. Thank you, Christopher. I think I hit that trash can. I did. I didn't hit it, just barely scraped it. Alright, so we're gonna pull out front here. And now we just need to maneuver because it's in a pretty good place there. Thank you, DJHK. Were you watching when I turned here? I did wave to the car. He let me go. He gave way to me. Too close. Does the airbag work? No. It's safely removed. Some junkyards don't even let you take the steering wheel if you have an airbag connected. Where do you find truck mods? I don't know. I don't have any truck mods. I just have a few simple mods that are all from the Steam store. They're pretty vanilla-ish. Can I show you how to go live and play games at the same time? Oh man, I don't have a tutorial about that. I have a tutorial on how to build a simulator. but I don't think I'm qualified enough to give you a tutorial about live streaming and playing at the same time. I'm always struggling myself in the morning. How'd you do this? I built it. There's a tutorial on my red app with the play button, so now we're going to pull the parking brake on. We're going to go outside. This is where we park. Pretty good parking. Not the best one. But now all I have to do... Yeah, Volvos are vanilla. They do have the VNL 2014, and I think they have the newer ones. Thank you, Scytho. Thank you for the follow, Hungary, and everybody else. So let me unload this. Yeah, Mr. Crabs, I don't know. I spent a lot of money, but you don't have to. You can spend a lot less. The car part, which is what makes the simulator special, was just about $700. It's a fraction of the cost. Let's see if they have some good offers here at this company, so I don't have to drive around and look for some... Idaho. That's pretty far. We're not going to go to Idaho. Wyoming. Not bad. No, Idaho. Let's go to Wyoming. Gillette. Go to Gillette, Wyoming. Exactly, man. About $300, that's how much I spent in car parts. And I got it from the junkyard. My trailer is ready. Where's my trailer then? Stop to the right. Parking brake is engaged. Thank you. I spent about $700 in car parts and $300 in car parts and $400 in the other stuff like hardware, wood, metal, carpet, you know, that kind of stuff. But obviously I need to buy, I have a triple TV set up here with 4K. I have a very, very, very powerful computer. I think almost top of the line of what you can get nowadays. The only thing that's not top of the line is the GPU, which is a 4090, not a 5090. But the CPU is a 9950X. I do have 64 gigs of RAM, so the computer's pretty good. Triple 4K, like I said. Philips Hue, I have a butt kicker. Alright, so we are in place here to connect the trailer. Thank you, Amar. Yes, I still somehow need a streaming PC. Dude, you can preach, man. This is, to me, unfathomable and unbelievable. I don't know how to say it, but unbelievable. It's just crazy. Like, as soon as I start the OBS and the Black App Live Studio, it just goes bananas. The computer, the frame rate falls from, like, I can get 120 frames per second here on this game. Like, realistically, I get like 100. But then it just goes down to 40 FPS. It's just crazy. Yes, it is accurate. So the way it works here, and so just so you understand, the miles to empty tank is the same that you can see here. Let me put on the screen here. So now you're seeing the Apple CarPlay thing in large here. So you see the truck. Right below the trailer of the truck, you see fuel, and then you have the range. So the range there will always match the range here, because I can show anything I want in this display. I can show the music that's playing right now, so if I turn it, Green Beats by Harris Healer. Then I have the miles per gallon I can also show here, so the MPG, so it actually works. So as I start driving, it'll just start calculating 0.1, 0.2, and whatnot. And I can also have the miles to empty. However, you might say, oh, but that is going down way faster than the odometer here. And you'd be right. But the thing is, the odometer is calculating real life miles. So if I drive 40 miles an hour per an hour, it will show 40 miles. The game, however, is compressed 20 to 1. So that's why they don't match. So the odometer is going real life, the miles to empty tank, it's game based. How much did the setup cost? Thank you, Omar. The setup costs about $700 in total, like what makes the special. $300 in car parts, and just another $400 in Arduino, carpet, wood, metal, etc. What's the mod called for the Apple CarPlay? Is it on Steam Workshop? No, meow. So you can find that on my Red app with the play button. And I do have a tutorial on how to install it, and I provide a link. You can just download it and use it to play ATS. Thank you for the follow, Tom and Cameron. And a bunch of O's, I guess? I don't know. Does it only work on this game, or do you play any game? Any game. Any modern game that works with SimHub, which is any game from like 2010 forward, will work here in the simulator. Please go fast. I can't. I don't want to get a ticket. Thank you for the follow. How do you get the car parts and all the buttons, and do all the buttons work? Yes, all the buttons, every single one of them work. I can go inside the truck, I can use the hazard, I can use the wipers, I can turn on and off the headlights. Every button here will work and do something. I can even open the window if I want. And now you gotta be louder because I opened the window. And close them off. Thank you, Tarzan. That's the idea. Let's pass this guy here. Go pretty slow on the highway. But it was illegal. Doesn't have high gear. No, so the way I do Asmi is I change the transmission of the truck in the game. So the game has a 6-speed manual just like my real H-pattern manual shifter here. Do I have a passenger seat? Yes, I do. It's right here. You probably can't see because you're on vertical, but if you go to the purple app or the red app with the play button, you'll be able to see the triple screens. I have 3 TVs here also. To see the rear view mirrors, I can see everything. Everything. I have almost 180 degrees of field of view here. How did I get the buttons to work though? Where did you get the setup? So I built it myself, Jordan. And to get the buttons to work, I am using a bunch of Arduinos. Thank you, El Chaparro. Thank you, Just Cody. Thank you, Ayano, for the flower. Oh no, I'm Brazilian. I am American now, but I was born in Brazil. But my maiden tongue, if you will, is Portuguese. Hello, Chulumanco. Chulumanco, that's a funny name. Or people who speak Portuguese. Thank you, Zaki. Is there air coming from the AC? No, just the buttons work, but I don't have air. And there's a very simple reason. I am indoors. I'm in my home office, and I do have the AC blowing air right on my face here. This is actually sick. Thank you, Maximum. Yeah, it's a real... It was a real car. Once upon a time. There is a lot of wiring, man. Not behind the steering wheel. You can actually see the wiring here. Let me pull this out. You can actually see. There's just an ESP32 so I can get the buttons to work. I can go to the next song, for instance, just did. And, you know, that kind of stuff. Do I try to drive another car? Yes, I do drive other cars. I drive any cars, man. I love driving cars. I love driving trucks. I'm not a big fan. I mean, I like to watch Formula 1, but I'm not a big Formula driver here, so setup is kind of made for my taste. How long did it take to complete the setup, boss? So it took about 3 weeks, but I've been working on it for about 3 years now. Aiden, do I have force feedback? Yes, I do. 12 Newton meters. It's a Fanatec Club Sport DT. You wonder how much money? It was about $700 in what makes the simulator special. What are you braking, dude? Did I ever try to blow the airbag? No, I never did. Do I drive trucks in real life? No, man, I don't. I work. There's nobody in front of this guy. Why did he brake check me? Thank you, you like boost? Yes, it's a V70 or S60. It depends or where it came from, but the interior is the same. Dude, that was not nice. Let's just kind of carry him off so he can slow down. That was not nice. What's the game name? It's American Truck Simulator, Omar. There we go. Learn your lesson. Do I only play Trucker Sim? No, I play a lot of Assetto Corsa also. And it's just that streaming with the truck is a lot easier. Because when I'm on Assetto Corsa, I'm having to concentrate a little bit more to do all the, swimming and traffic and that kind of stuff. But here, at least, I don't have to do that. So I can read the chat, answer questions, and have fun. My main Rolex. So I don't know why my GPU, my afterburner software sometimes for a split second stops sending the temperature. This is my GPU temperature. It's not the water temperature. This is GPU. So every now and then it will just not send the temperature and it will go to 0 and then go back to normal. Yes, Arduino, Ayano. Thank you, Maximum. You can check my tutorial on the red app with the play button. Have I ever played No Hesi? Dude, I love No Hesi. I am a content creator for them, an official one. I love playing No Hesi. I usually used to stream No Hesi more, but I've been playing American Truck Simulator a little bit more. Thank you, Rascal. So no, the accelerator is from Moza. They sent me the accelerator, brake, and clutch pedals, so I'm using from Moza. You could use a real car accelerator. It's not that hard to create like a joystick out of it, but no. Maybe go drive, get bricked, and spend fuel, gas, tires, insurance. I have 4 cars, dude, and I work from home. So I'm commuting to my home office right now. Yeah, my tutorial has everything you need to know. I have a tutorial on how to get the steering wheel, how to get an Apple CarPlay, how to get the hardware installed, and I am working on the tutorial on how to get the buttons to work. All of them. How much did the setup cost? So it cost about $300 in car parts and about $400 in hardware. Arduinos, metal, carpet, wood, that kind of stuff. So in total, that was about $700 of what makes the simulator special, right? Why do I have 4 cars? I am just a little bit crazy, but I do have an explanation. So I have the 2005 Volvo S60R, which is exactly like this one. Exactly. Everything is the same. I have the navigation. I have the same 6-speed manual transmission. And it's my garage queen. It has only 100,000 miles on it, and I drive it mostly on the weekends. I have a Volvo 2020 T5 that I drive like on a daily basis, especially when I need to go farther. And then I have a 2022 Volvo S60 T8. So I have 3 Volvos S60s. The T8 is 2022, and it's hybrid, so it's very economical and very fast. It does 0 to 60 in like 4 seconds. 4.3 seconds to be exact. And I also have a minivan that my wife drives mostly, so it's a 2025 Kia Carnival that I'm not ashamed to say, but I really like it. Does this give a full driving experience? Not full in the sense that you don't get the G-forces, right? And I would appreciate if you don't spam questions. If you see I didn't answer one, just write one more time. But don't spam, please. Amir, how did I make the dials work? So basically Arduinos, man. Arduinos are the key to the world. Arduino Uno with a CAN bus shield. Can I floor the truck? No, dude. Send me a Galaxy. I'll floor it for you. See, I got a speeding ticket already. I'm not gonna floor it. Just send me a Galaxy or send me more stuff. Do I stream every day? Sorry, I missed your message. I stream every day in the morning, yes. From 8-ish to 9:30-ish Eastern Standard Time. Where we're going to... I forgot. What wheel is that? This is a Fanatec Club Sports DD. Can I build you one, build you a simulator? Sorry, man. You can build one using my tutorial. I don't gatekeep information, so you can build one. How did I get the whole car in my room? It's not the whole car, dude. You can check out my other videos. You'll see it's just the interior and the 3 TVs. Yeah, it's about the game. It's about, you know, like, convenience. I can go for a drive at 11 and then decide I want to go to Japan or decide I want to go to Nordschleife and then crash in BeamNG and just press reset and boom, I'm all good. How much did I pay? So I spent about $700 in what makes the simulator special, which is basically the car parts, right? The $300 in car parts, about $400 in the other stuff like wood, metal, carpet, Arduinos, all that kind of stuff. Thank you, NRL. Thank you for the follow, MX. I don't know if you're still there on the purple app, man. Sorry, I missed your message. But today I can read the chat, finally. A Ford F-150. It's funny, brain rot, but the guy from the junkyard, so he gives me parts, so I didn't even spend the $300 for this build. I just got it for free. We have a partnership, so I usually advertise for them. And he really wanted to build a Ford truck for him. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Ayano. I hope you can get a steering wheel for you, man. They're not that expensive, so you could save us some money. Would it be easier to build with older parts? Yes and no, Eric. Yes, it does have force feedback, 12 Newton meters. Yes and no, it depends on how old you're talking about. If you're talking about like before CAN bus age, yes, that'd be easier. If you're talking after CAN bus age, it depends on the model of car you choose to build. Is this a Volvo V70R interior? Yes, or S60R. They're the same. Thank you, man. See you, man. Hope to see you again. We turn left here? I think we go, yeah, we go left. Does the AC work? The buttons do, but not the air. It's not blowing from there, no. It'd be a party trick for me because I'm indoors. I have AC blowing air on my, you know, right on my face here. Do I usually floor it? Only when I'm driving like in cars and a set of courses stuff. How does it look so real? Because it's a real car interior, man. That's the whole, you know, like you recognize the car interior and it just feels very, oh, I'm almost out of gas. Is there a gas station nearby? Oh, dude. Didn't even realize the light is on. Nobody told me, guys. You guys are not paying attention on my gauges, dude. Okay, can I... There's a gas station here, but I think I'm gonna go... I think we can make it here. The clutch, yes, the clutch does work. Oh, you had the V70, 2004, probably. That's the little facelift they had. It was in 2005. But this is the 2005 interior. I can go another 138 miles in game, but the miles will go down pretty fast. The game is compressed 20 to 1. So I hope we can make it. Is the odometer from the car or the game? So good question, Ayano. So the way the odometer works, this is real life miles. So if I drive 60 miles an hour for 1 hour, it'll clock 60 miles. This, however, is coming from the game. So there are two different measurements there. I can't change how this goes up. I mean, I can, but then it would defeat the purpose of a gauge cluster. And then here, it's just capturing from the game. So it's showing me I only have 112 miles to an empty tank right now. It's pretty scary because I think I'm just about that far from the gas station. Oh, a V70 1997. So you had the P80. The P80 platform, which I think is pretty cool. I think we have a gas station here. Let me check. Check because I am almost out of gas. Yeah, I think we'll have to turn here. We'll get this one because the other one is a little bit too far. Gotta come here. So why am I doing 1500 RPMs going 100? Very good question and very well noted. So as you might know, the diesel cars or trucks in this case, they have a lot less, they turn a lot less RPMs. So this truck here, I think it's like 2500 RPMs. So what I did, I calibrated. So my max RPMs here is like 8000 RPMs. I put 7500. So as I go to like 2000 RPMs in the truck, it'll go to almost 7000 RPMs in the car. So it's calibrated, so it kind of tells me at least more information. I don't care if it's 2000 RPMs or 1000. I don't care about the number. What I care is, am I reaching to the red zone there? That's what I want to know. And here I have it calibrated for that. How much is the whole setup, Danny? It's about $300 in car parts and $400 in hardware. Wood, metal, carpet, that kind of stuff. Thank you, Edgar. Thank you, guys. Yeah, so it's, some things, like for instance, the GPU temperature there. The water temperature gauge is showing GPU temperature. And I also calibrated it. Because I can see the temperature here, it's at 59 degrees Celsius right now. 59 is just about what I say is like operational temperature. So if it goes near 80, then the needle will move like dramatically to the red. Because if it's at 80, something is wrong on my setup. It's not normal for me. So that's why, like, some things I have to calibrate so they're more useful for me. And this is one of those. Yeah, nowadays with Arduinos, man, you can do a lot of cool stuff, dude. Where is the truck entrance? So this is autos and RVs. So I would guess that trucks are ahead. How did I get the Apple CarPlay? So you can find a tutorial and download my Apple CarPlay. All you have to do is go to the red app with the play button and find my account there, which is the same as here, Flybrick S60R. Or on my profile, you'll find it. Yes, it's a Waze lookalike. And we're gonna get some gas here because I'm almost out of gas. Hello, Project 46. How are you doing? Hey, Brian, how you doing? Welcome back. So all we have to do here to fuel up is put the parking brake. You'll see the light is on now. Then we turn off the engine. Now, notice the light is on for the fuel. And it says 71 miles to tank until it's empty. So if I click enter here in the back of my steering wheel, it'll just go up and it starts filling up the tank. you'll see the needle for the fuel is going to start slowly moving up. The light is off, and that's how you do it. Volvo, let's go. Nice. Drifting, yeah. Some people do appreciate it, man. It's actually a car, PRT ZN. So now you see the fuel needle is about halfway through. The reason is it takes a little longer for it to fill up. The car needle, like no fuel pump would pump 300 gallons this quick. So the gauge doesn't even allow you to move that fast up. I do, man. Whenever somebody comes by and they're from Sweden or they have Volvos, I always appreciate. I always like to follow Volvo people. They're massively underrated cars, and a lot of people just, you know. Saab was maybe better. They don't exist anymore. Sorry, Milos. Thank you, Project 46. So we got we got everything. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop for a nap because it's getting dark in the game. And the only reason is that I don't like to live stream at night is because it gets dark and you guys can't see much. How much did setup cost? Barry, I think. So it was about $300 in car parts and another $400 give or take in the hardware stuff. And exactly where you are right now, you can find a tutorial, a detailed tutorial. Yeah. So you like the red blocks. How much money do I have in game? Yes, I do have a lot. I have like $38 million in game because I do have like a bunch of drivers driving for me here. And I do drive a lot and I don't spend a lot of money. So I have a lot of money in the game. What's the best thing about the setup? I'd say that the best thing for me is the convenience. I can just go for a drive and, oh, I slept and it became night, so I think I have to go back here and sleep again. So it's become day. Didn't even realize. What color was the Volvo? So there were different Volvos, Gert. The one on my tutorial, thank you, Ayano. The one on my tutorial on the red app with the play button, that one was silver. And I actually have a video of it. And there's a funny story about it. They, at the junkyard, I went to a pick and pull, and they had the lift coming to crush it, and I saved it. So yeah, I was pretty proud of that because they were just about to crush it, and I got the interior out. What game am I playing? American Truck Simulator, my friend. Oh, the delivery expected in 10 hours, and it's gonna take 9 hours to get there, so we better hurry. If you can, why a Volvo? Yeah, I have 3 real Volvos in real life. And I really love Volvos. I had my life saved by one in 2006. And I really appreciate Volvos. I think they're massively underrated. They're fast cars that don't look fast. I think it's pretty awesome. What do I do for work? I work with market research, man. And that's why I'm gonna have to probably stop the live stream in a few minutes because I got some stuff to do. I don't have a time to start necessarily. I work from home, but I gotta do stuff. And as long as I deliver, I stay up until late sometimes. Is it out already? As I said, of course, have I tried Nürburgring? Yeah, I love Nürburgring, man. Nordschleife is my favorite. Just that when I drive in Nordschleife here, I can't read the chat and talk to you guys and, you know, entertain, if you will. I just focused and driving, and there's always going to be somebody that says, oh, you suck, you don't know how to drive. So, you know, I just drive trucks. It's just easier. No, I have an S60R 2005, just like this one, drifting. I have a 2020 Volvo S60 T5, and I have a 2022 Volvo S60 T8. Thank you for the follow, guys. Yeah, they have a very good safety record. So I had this accident when I was younger, and it saved me. There's nothing else I can say. It did save my life. I can't say I only had Volvos, but I had a lot of Volvos after that Volvo. I had about 8 Volvos so far. But I also owned Cadillac, Ford, Kia, Chrysler, other cars. I'm not like one of those blind people that just love one brand and cannot have anything else. I mean, I do have a preference for Volvos, but do I have 2 rigs? Yes, you saw the BMW one. That one was built for a friend of mine, and he is now taking it apart because he got a newborn, and he wants to sell it. So I'm finishing up the electronics, and I'm gonna sell it. I have 2 rigs if you consider the other Volvo in my garage, because I have the other sim rig that I built for the tutorial, and that's in my garage still, and I'm gonna finish it up. Do I play BeamNG? Yes, Josh. I love BeamNG. I think it's one of the best games around. Call sign, I do agree with you. They're built like tanks. Thank you, Ayano. DAF. I don't think I've ever seen it. Thank you, Harley. So yeah, I think we're gonna go for another few minutes, and then we're gonna park the truck. Can you stall? Yes, Benjamin. If I don't use the clutch correctly, I will grind gears and also stall the truck. And grinding gears does damage the transmission in the game. I don't like doing that. How long did it take to build, Joshi? So it took me about 3 weeks of like on and off work on the weekends, but to be very honest, I've been fiddling around with this for about 2 years now. Send me a Galaxy, Benjamin, and I'll show you. Want me to stop driving and do everything that people ask me? I wouldn't be driving. Thank you, Samuel. How much did all this cost? About $300 in car parts, and another like $400 in hardware, like wood, metal, carpet. Aaron, yes, I did try the GT3 version of the S60. I tried a V8 one, and also did GT. They're pretty cool, man. I'm a big fan of Volvos. So I have all Volvo mods that you could ever think about. Thank you, Samuel. Is it rare to see Volvos in the US? No. I think it's actually where they sell the most cars. How do you get the gauge cluster to work? Gabe's here. So Gabe, there's a tutorial on exactly the platform you're at right now. If you type in SimHub P2 Volvo, you'll see. But essentially, how you get it is by using an Arduino Uno with a CAN bus shield, and that Arduino will talk to an app called SimHub, and that's how you get. Do I have any pets? Yes, I do have a pet. We have a family poodle. My daughter and my wife really wanted the dog. I'm not a big pet guy anymore. I used to be, and now I just think they demand attention and care and a lot of stuff, and I have so much stuff to do but I like her, and she's a good dog. Thank you, Ayano. I really appreciate it. Please pull. Alright, I will. Gotta stop for the wait. Hey, Calvin, good morning. I'm almost ending my live stream, dude. I'm sorry. Yeah, the digital gauges are different. I like digital gauges as well. I like both. I mean, I understand that, modern things will just take over. So I appreciate the old and new alike. Thank you for the follow, guys. Got the stop. Oh yeah, buttons, that is something I really enjoy in cars, and especially buttons that do work. What's my wheelbase? No, it's a Fanatec Club Sport DD, the 12 Newton meters. A G29 wouldn't be able to handle the steering wheel. Is the AC work, Gert? The buttons are, the vent isn't, because I don't really need it. Hello, kitty. And we'll just park here. Does the Arduino work with digital gauges? Yes, it does. But then if you're going to have digital gauges, what I would recommend is that you get just a screen and program a SimHub dashboard that looks like the one you like. You could install a fan. Yes, I could. That would be more of a party trick, call sign, than an actual need. Because I'm indoor in my home office and I have the AC blowing air right on me. How you can make the gauges? It's not a hard process. It depends on the car you're looking at, right? So if somebody worked on the code and it's available online, it's going to be super easy. You just need to follow a tutorial and that's it. If you want to get a new gauge to work, you got to be a programmer. I don't even know how to do that. Party tricks are very nice, yeah. Thank you, man. Have I considered a more modern rig like the newer S60? I did, Aaron. In fact, I was offered one. There is a junkyard specialized in Volvo parts, and they are in New York, close to New York, and they offered to send a Volvo, the SP8 platform, just like my modern one, for free. Thank you, posting 789. They offered to send me one for free, but I would have to pay for shipping. And shipping a whole interior with the seats was like more expensive than I would want to pay. So unfortunately that didn't work out. Yes, BMWs have a lot of people who worked codes on it. My BMW E60 also works because people just made codes for it. The all-rounder, thank you. Hello. Yeah, there's tutorials with the BMW gauges. Thank you for the follow, guys. I really appreciate everyone following. And by the way, if you're watching the video and joining right now, unfortunately, I'm ending the live stream, so I just parked the truck here. It's my time. I work from home, so I commuted to my home office, essentially. And I will need to stop. Does the heated seats actually work? It's funny because I could also make them work. It'd be pretty easy, actually. But I don't need it. I'm in Florida, dude. If the seat was heated, I would never use it. That wouldn't even be a party trick. So what I did was I have the buttons here. And let me show you. So you'll pay attention at the window. It's going to open when I push the driver's seat. And now it's going to close when I push the defrost. NQRDU, sorry man, I was driving for the past hour, a little bit more, but I gotta end the live stream now, man. But you can watch, there's so many videos there where you are right now to watch and like and follow. So if you're interested, just check them out. I'm pretty sure you're gonna find something cool. Alright guys, well, if you're not following, consider following. I'm gonna end the live stream right now, so I might disappear from your timeline and never come back. Don't follow. If you're interested in knowing how to build one of these, you can check out my tutorial on the red app with the play button. The user is the same as here, Flybrick S60R. Just remember, Volvos are flying bricks, and then S60R, you'll find me. I do have tutorials on how to get the steering wheel, the Apple CarPlay, the hardware installed, and I am working on tutorials on how to get the electronics work. So I can teach anybody how to do this. I don't gatekeep information. It's not my intention to withhold information by any means. So check out my channels. I hope to see you guys again. And every morning I live stream from 9 till like 8 until like 9:30ish a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you see the clock here, that's my time, local time. All right, everyone. Have a fantastic day. I hope to see you guys tomorrow. Bye.